Yo, what's good? It's your boy Junior Genius, Texas legend and the best producer in the motherfucking world. And we poppin' shit with M.S.P.
Yes, sir, man. Back with another one, man. Yes, sir, with a very special guest, man. June James, man, a.k.a. June the motherfucking Genius, man. Welcome to M.S.P, my brother.
Appreciate y'all having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir, man. We can start anywhere with you, man, because, I mean, for those that, we from Houston. For those that don't know, big in the game, big producing, you know what I'm saying? I can give you all the accolades, all the praise in the world, man. We're going to get that, you know what I mean? I got to give you your flowers, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
That's what we do here on M.S.P, man. I give you your flowers.
That's fine.
So, for those that don't know, man, give a little bit about your childhood, man, where you grow up and,
We're from the north side of Eggleston. I was born and raised. North side, you know what I'm saying? I'm 4'4", you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much where I'm from, bro. Like, from DeSoto all the way to Deep Priest, West Montgomery, Big Three, Antoine, every Black. That's my stopping ground. That's where I'm from. North side, Eggleston, bad dad.
So what was it like for you growing up? Like, how was your childhood?
I mean, like the first couple of years, it was pretty tumultuous. Like, because it was just me, my mom, and my brother. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, my dad died when I was 2. So it was really just us for the most part. Got the real vibe of it. And when my mom met somebody new, I guess they tried to make the best of a worse situation. But for the most part, a lot of my childhood, I was alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much by myself. It is what it is. My mama remarried. She pretty much started all a new life. You know what I'm saying? So it was really just me doing what I had to do for myself. I'm not saying that like I ain't have the necessities because for sure my mama bust the ass. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just like it just being like just love, not just like lovey dovey. It's more just like any your business. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but tough love. So my child was a whole lot of tough love. If that makes any sense.
Was it easy for you to make friends? Like, or you were more?
I always been. The thing about it is, the older I get, the less people naturally gravitate towards me. And like it'd be funny because it's like I done developed like this, not like this wall, but like I done been through so much with people. You know what I'm saying? From that trait that I do have, you know what I'm saying? Look, charisma, whatever you want to call it, I've always been able to make friends. It's about trusting people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to shit, because people get jealous, people get weird, and I'm always striving for the best, and that tends to ruffle some feathers and shit. I mean, you always striving for the best, you know what I'm saying? It be like that. But they ain't been no problem making no friends. It's always been hard keeping them.
So in school, schooling your grades and stuff, how was that?
I was always like smart, you remember the task tests?
Yeah.
I had perfect scores on that for 4th grade, 5th grade. They wanted me to skip from 4th grade to 6th grade. But, my mom would, it was like, nah, we want to just keep them at this pace. But nah, school was never a problem. I was always a straight A student, but like, at one point I just got bored with school. And, when you really trying to find yourself as a man through trial and error growing up, you know what I'm saying? Not having a role model to look up to, you try to find different ways unconsciously to like prove your manhood or find your manhood. So school really wasn't the thing for me when I got to high school. I was going to school, but I would do a whole lot of, dirt, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to school as much as I could. I still would get the good grades, but I didn't graduate from Lamar, because I went to Lamar High School.
Okay.
Lamar, right up there at West Side and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was on the Eisenhower, but my mom wanted me to go to a better school. So I ended up going there, but like by my junior, senior year, I wasn't going to class like that. I was doing what I was doing. I was in studios, or I was in the streets, or I was just fucking off, you know what I'm saying? Because I just really didn't give a fuck. And at that point, I already knew what I wanted to do a long time ago. I already knew I wanted to make beats when I was 16, 15. I sold my first beat in high school for $500, and I was like, well, shit, I can do this all the time. I don't got to work. I'm listening. I don't got to work a regular job, whatever. And at the time, I was working at Sonic. You know what I'm saying? I was working a little bullshit ringing job, and I was selling all these little things as a 16, 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't graduate from Lamar. I ended up dropping out, like not dropping out as in like not going back, but I just didn't graduate, never walked, none of that shit. Some schools still didn't do what I had to do, but I ended up like, the good thing about it is I was really good at that horn. I was in the band and shit. I know how to write music and everything like that. And so like sheet music and shit like that for bands. And so like I had went to the Houston All-Star Band, and I auditioned, I could play, and I ended up getting my first chair. And the director for the Houston All-Star Band was the assistant director at TSU. So he didn't give me a full ride scholarship to TSU. So, I mean, I ended up finessing my way into that situation. I really don't want to speak on. I mean, I really don't really matter, but I basically like forged the transcript and then used my scholarship to get into TSU because I had never graduated from Lamar, but I just knew how to forge shit and scan through little. My mom would always say I use my powers for evil, basically. You know what I'm saying? Not good. I'm smart as hell, but I would just always try to work the system instead of be a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into TSU. I got a full ride scholarship. I finessed my little transcript, and I was in the motherfucker. And I was in the bitch for a year, and I dropped out because at the end of the day, it was just like I wanted to make money. I wanted to make moves, and you being a college kid, especially that first year, broke as a motherfucker. Especially in that band, he broke as a motherfucker. You
take all your
time, you can take all your basic classes and shit like that. But like, and it was so crazy because like I had stopped making beats from my second semester, my senior year, going into college. I had stopped making beats and I was just focused on the band shit because I was like, man, I feel like for me, my grandma like this. My grandma more like my mama than my mama is. I love my mama to death, but we kind of got like the older we get, the better we get, right? Time heals all, but like my grandma more so raised me than my mom did, like on some intimate, like on some like just like real love and just growing up shit. So I didn't want to let her down. I gotta go to college. I don't want to just she didn't get to see me walk, with the way she put all this time into me, so I didn't want to let it down. So that's really why I went to college. But like while I was in college and shit, I started making beats again because my roommate had rapped at the time, and he was he was rapping all that, and I was like, bro, I made beats. He's like, well, maybe you should be so quiet and shit, saying because like I was the youngest out of everybody around me, so I would just keep to myself. So, I just found a way in. So, dude was rapping and shit. I'm like, bro, I make beats, so I just make beats for him just to rap. So, you know what I'm saying? Then everybody at Greystone at TSU would come get beats from me then, you know what I'm saying? So, then the nigga I was buying weed from at the time and just doing business with and shit, the nigga, we always be like, yeah, I'm finna go to the studio. Every time he drop me off a pack, he'd be like, I'm finna go to the studio. I'd be like, damn. So, I was like, damn, like, and I ain't never been to the studio, like an actual studio at the time, never been to in my life at this point. I always would just sell beats and just keep it moving at my house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Never been to an actual studio. So I remember him always saying that shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna burn a CD of some beats and just give him some, you know what I'm saying? He always saying in the studio, fuck it. Somebody might, you just never know, working your moves. So he pulled up with the pack one time. I was like, hey, bro, appreciate the pack, but here go a beat CD. If you don't like it, I remember saying this shit like it just I said, if you don't like it, you can throw that bitch out the window. If you like it, holla at me. The nigga literally left, drove 15 minutes up the street, called right back and was like, bro, what you finna do tonight, bro? I'm like, all these beats is hard. Come to the studio, whoop de whoop, and everything just started going from there. I met some niggas who really were producers. They wasn't like big name producers, but as far as in the city goes, they had a couple placements. They was known, they was established, they was organized, at least as far as what I had seen up to that point. You know what I'm saying? Niggas taught me about plugins, showed me how to record. They showed me a lot of things. Like, gave me drum packs, like, because at the end of the day, with this producer shit, it's all about who got the latest sounds. And after that's how you use the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So, they taught me a lot.
Explain what's the drum pack.
I mean, it's just type of drums, like the type of drums motherfuckers use that just stand out from the other motherfuckers' drums. Like, I got my own drums that I make, and it's like, sometimes I might sell a kit, get out to everybody, but I'm still gonna have my own shit, because everybody can't have my songs, everybody can have my, it's just really what defines you to me. At least for me, especially being from the South, like Southern producers, we really big in the drums. Like LA niggas, they in the melodies. Up north niggas, they in the like cadences and shit. But like down south niggas, we specialize in drums and just shit, just knocking real hard. So that's really that's really all the kids really be, just having the best drums, like the best sound and shit. That the shit that's EQ the best. You know what I'm saying? And they put me on a lot of games to show you just how to move in the city, how to network. I learned a lot from the people over there. And she just kept matriculating from there because they had a little cousin named Young Drake, and he rapped. He was around my age, and this is around like the whole Dallas boogie movement.
Okay.
Remember when he had like the Fat Pimps and the Rolls, and that's when B King was on and just came on the scene with all that shit. So that club shit was really just big at the time, and I remember thinking like, damn, I want one of them motherfuckers. I want to see everybody dancing to my shit. He was just, that's when she was just fun. Before all the drill shit, before all the gay shit before she got too street.
When it really was.
Yeah, everybody was just dancing and having a good time. I sound old, but it's just facts. You know what I'm saying? But like, so that's what that was our MO. We want to make just hard ass club shit. We wasn't worried about street records. We wasn't worried about pain. The shit that everybody into now. We was just worried about just making hard ass club records, getting in these clubs, fucking these college hoes. With these college parties, we was young, we was 19, 20, 21 years old, we was all college kids, so that's what we was focused on, so that's what we would make, so we ended up catching our break, we made a song called Work My Legs, and it was like a pretty big, like it had a good ass buzz in the college scene. So from there, the niggas who I was staying with, the niggas who were like kind of like my mentors and was grooming me and showing me how to do shit, nigga kicked me out. It wasn't really like keep me out on some shit. It was time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? So my partner at the time, Quinn, he was staying at Parkside Point off Yellowstone in TSU, right by TSU, you know, in that whole little area and shit. And I remember walking to I moved in with him. And so I remember one day walking to the mailbox and I saw like, bro, that nigga like Aloe, DJ Aloe. You know, he's an Asian DJ, he hard as a motherfucker. He was, you know, he was that, but at the time, he was one of the top DJs in the city. As far as young and coming up, he was that nigga. He had a whole little thing going on. I used to always see him rocking parties with BZ and Ray P, and they had the 5-Star Pro and all these movements going on at TSU and U of H. And I was like, damn, that shit's fire. So one day I remember we was at Scott Gurdon's, this Prospect Park right now. It's called Prospect Park now, but it's called Scott Gurdon's at the time. And my partner, daddy actually owned the club. I mean, owned the venue. And his daddy was Scott Gurdon himself and shit. And then so from there, we put up to Scott Gurdon's and Aloe was DJing. And we was just vibing, and he was like, bro, what you doing after this? Is me, Ray P, BZ, we was all there at Scott Gurdon's. And he was just like, well, we finna all go back to my crib and just work on some music. I'm like, where you stay at? He's like, bro, I stay at Parkside Park. I'm like, bro, I do too. So it was just like, God just working. I don't know, it just happened organically. So as soon as we left the club, we left the spot, we went straight to Aloe house, and Aloe had a little cool little house set up where we recorded shit. So I put up my laptop, and I made a beat in like 5 minutes, and BZ and Ray P got on the song. MC BZ, the voice of Houston. I don't know if niggas know what I'm talking about. That's my brother. But that nigga, they made a song. It was called Swagger Bobby Killin'. And like nigga, and this one we was fucking with, and B King was fucking with us real heavy. He had like Ustream Mondays, or I forgot what they were gonna do, but we was all just fucking around. Niggas don't know that at one point in time, me, Aloe, BZ, all of us niggas, we was signed to B King for like a month. But he a real nigga because he could have kept that shit going, but he knew that he couldn't handle that load. He couldn't really give that shit the attention that he needed to give us. So he just let us go after a month. But I feel like we was the first niggas that, or maybe ever to this day, they got a record on the radio organically, naturally, within a week's time without having to pay any money, without having to do anything. Just, it was on the radio within a week, bro. And then from there, we started just getting our name out there. And it was so funny because that's the first time where I seen how this shit go, where she got divided. So you had Ray P over here doing this thing, and then you had BZ and Aloe doing their thing, and then we would do our thing, and then we would come together on this side versus them. And it was just because everybody was just, pride got in the way, egos got in the way. But the whole time, during this whole time, I'm the one honestly focused on always doing it bigger, always doing music. Everybody was so caught up on this one record. I'm like, man, fuck this record. We need to do more than this. We need to do more. So me and Aloe would do these Your Genius tapes, and they would have their buzz and shit, and we would just keep building up what we would build. And so Ray BZ started doing his own thing. Ray P started doing his own thing, but we would always come together when it comes to doing a project together as a team. You know what I'm saying? BZ, Quinn, everybody. But Quinn became the main focus. You know what I'm saying? We had a whole bunch of club songs, and we was at this point we was really rocking and rolling. We had songs in the club. We had a little movement going, and then from there, but we was still like, I'm not saying we was broke, but we was broke. We wasn't making real money. It was just at the same. We was just having fun. We was young. We didn't know what we had. You know what I'm saying? If I was the nigga I am now, going back, I would have been able to do it. And that's nothing about it is, I was always one out of all of us that was most serious about doing this shit. I was always like, Aloe would be over here dick riding somebody over here that we working with instead of like focusing on a team. Quinn would be over here drunk somewhere. Like, you know, niggas was never focused on elevate. They was always comfortable, and that caused friction, and that caused tension. And we eventually went our separate ways, you know what I'm saying, based off of that. And so during that whole little stretch of my name getting out there through the little songs I made locally, like Swagger Bobby Killin', then I did a bunch of shit for Young Nation. They was going crazy at the time, like Pimp and shit like that. So I had a club scene on a lot, like between, if it wasn't B King or he did Chose, it was me in the club. And this is when I was like 19, 20, like I'm young, but none of this shit is paying me any money. It's just, notoriety. And I'm chilling my beats doing my thing, but it's just good notoriety. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I never was that nigga like, I'm not getting paid for this. Why? What's going on with the splits? Like, you know, the nigga out here nowadays will get one song going, just okay. I'm not saying don't handle your business and make sure your business is straight, but I've seen so many people fall apart after just having one little song. I'd have had plenty. You know what I'm saying? I'd have had so many runs and so many phases in my career that I know that this shit comes in phases. I know there's going to be drops. I know there's going to be ups and downs. I know there's going to be times when I have to elevate or I have to change or I have to adjust to the game that I truly do love, you know what I'm saying, to keep sustaining and keep living off this shit. And and to attain the goals that I want to attain. I know this shit ain't gonna be easy. I know each level gets harder, but I gotta be accepting of it and be built for this shit. I can't give up. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how you times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that, like, so we had all this shit going with Aloe and them. LAD, we was doing our thing, but we fell out bad. They kicked me out the group because I was just aggressive. Because we had somebody that came around our team that I was like, bro, we really can't trust this lady at all. She really don't know what the fuck she doing. And it was all like, yo, we need to fuck with her. I'm like, bro, we need to fuck with her. But turns out, she ended up being exactly who I thought she was, right? But when we fell out at the time, I guess they valued her more than me. I don't know. It was just some weird shit going on. And I can say, looking back, I handled shit immaturely. But I was also the youngest nigga on the team too. Not making no excuses, but it just was what it was. So at this time, young ruler at DSG1 had pulled up on me. He actually had reached out to one of my partners. He actually reached out to one of my partners, J-Rock. I don't know if it was J-Rock or somebody. And we basically like, yeah, we want to, I thought it was just another lick. Because I was just hitting licks all the time. I would just be selling beats. People hit me up for beats all the time. So he my partner, so I'm like, yeah. Young ruler, like, yeah, we want you to pull up to the studio. We want to shop with you. We want to get some beats for you. And I remember being like, I don't know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I remember pulling up, and it was just like a scene out of, it was like some just real street shit, basically. Bro, I ain't going to do too much talking, you know what I'm saying? Free King Ruler. But, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that this would end up being like my people for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up pulling up. They got some beats from me. They had a label going on. That's when I first met T Ferris. I met King Ruler and everybody like that. Nigga, King Ruler literally pulled out a trash bag full of money and gave me like, he was like 8 racks. 8 and 10 racks just right then and there. Was like, he didn't even get no beats yet. He was just like, yeah, we want you to work with us. You know what I'm saying? So they brought me over there first. I made Bob that one for Son of Bam. Then,
so that was never a contract.
What do you mean?
Like just
I think we signed. I think we signed some shit. Like the first couple times I pulled up, bro, we strictly just cash on deck. Then eventually when we started figuring out what we really had, when Ferris came into the picture and we all knew what we wanted, how this shit was supposed to go. Because at first I was just like I said, I thought it was just a lick. It was just a lick for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pulling up, making money. Yeah, I got three more of these to do throughout the whole day. They ain't really just say shit. But then Ferris came to me like, hey man, we really got a label going on. This is ESG1. We're gonna do some special whoop whoop. Want you on board? So they came with paperwork then, but it was paperwork that made sense. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was like you finna be a producer for a year or two, keep moving. But it never. I could always make my own money on the side. The money they gave me didn't count against me. It was just standard business. You know what I'm saying? And so like they brought me around, and they had 3 artists over there. They had this nigga named Bravo, Son of Bam, and they had Young Ruler. They had a couple other artists too, like Young Lee. You know, pretty much whoever wanted to rap, you had a shop. But the main nigga at the time was Son of Bam. And so we was all behind Bam with him. But I remember at the time it was so funny because like, you gotta think what I just said before all this. I wasn't doing no street shit. You know, I had dabbled in the streets my damn self because I'm from the far from the north. So I've been in the streets but up to the point, I think I was in college. I'm trying to do other shit. So we was always worried about girls shaking asses, club shit. So I never made no pain records, no street shit, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what they wanted. You gotta keep in mind the beats that Son of Bam got for me at the time were all club shit. Like his single, Buy What I Want, was a club song, was turned up. The rest of the songs he had were produced by the nigga Seven. You know what I'm saying? So they brought Seven into the picture. And it was just funny seeing this shit because it's like, you gotta think, I'm not knocking Seven in no kind of way, but before that shit, I had actual hits. At least in Texas, I had, like, Pimp by that time, a couple songs I had at the time had millions of views on YouTube. I had shit on the radio before this, so this shit really ain't nothing to me. But at the same time, he had a sound that they loved. You know what I'm saying? It was like that, like, just like this pain, the soulful ass, shit. And it was just different. But at the same time, I appreciate that shit because that shit rubbed off on me because I'm competitive. And I would be like, man, they writing all this shit. And the thing is, I mean, like, this shit really, like, I'm like, and I've always been like this. I've always been about making hits. I don't give a fuck about filling up your album. I don't want the hit record. You know what I'm saying? I'm more eclectic now. I mean, I know I do every style now, but at the time, I just want to make the hits. I'm cool with that. If you look at Perfect Timing, Son of Bam's first project, I only got 2 songs on the album. Seven got like the rest of the whole album. You know what I'm saying? But I got the hit. The single that got motherfuckers want to bring the nigga like Seven over. They got people even wanting to see what the fuck going on. I made that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I produced that shit off humbug. But at the same time, being competitive with Seven and shit, he had the bigger room and everything. My equipment would always be fucked up. You know, I'm watching this thing. I'm literally walking to the studio every motherfucking day. This nigga driving around. He making so much money off this shit that we making more money than me and everything.
He passed me up in the BMW. Everybody, I'm watching this shit go down, and even at the time, Son of Bam don't remember this shit, but like even he was like on that nigga nuts. They fell out. That's how me and Stunner got cool. They had a falling out because they had egos. You know what I'm saying? One nigga, they both thought they was the key to the ignition. Not realizing that both of y'all part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I be telling Stunner like, bro, y'all had the best sound, y'all had the best chemistry out of everything. Like me and you got fire records, but y'all niggas made good music together. Y'all had a good sound together. That really, you gotta think, next to Sauce Walker, to me personally, Stunner Band the only nigga next to Sauce Walker I feel like they had a real movement. It had an organic sound.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? And had the whole city behind them organically versus it just being some shit that just a nigga paid for. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? But like, but I'm grateful for that shit because it made me step my producing up in a different way. I'm not saying like, because I always felt like I'm not knocking seven, I love seven to death, but I'm competitive. I feel like I'm the best at all. I feel like everybody feel that way about themselves, right? But I always knew I was better than all them niggas. Like I just know that shit, bro. I just knew it.
So did the album when it came out and you had a track on that, and your track being the one that everybody gravitated to, did that cause more of the friction between you, would say?
It was never really friction.
Or not even friction, but did that
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like Buy What I Want was a single, but you gotta think these street niggas didn't give a fuck about no club shit. When Seven made My Ghetto and Buy What I Want Part 2 and all this shit like that, they was always gravitating towards that shit. I was never the one they gravitate towards. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they was sleeping on me the entire fucking time, even despite my accomplishments up until that point. You know what I'm saying? They were sleeping the entire time, and I'm not knocking them. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just be so funny because it's just like nobody knows what you got inside of you until you show them what you got inside of you. And I've always been the type of nigga like I know my level. I know even right now, like niggas, we do this interview and niggas think that I'm so successful right now, bro. This is not even I'm not even nowhere where I want to be. Like nigga, it's another level that I'm finna go to that niggas you gonna feel it. It's not even gonna be nothing worth talking about. But like I got that in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be the best. So even when I was in that situation, I never gave a fuck about what was going on around me because I knew I wanted more. You gotta think what these niggas is doing, they giving a fuck about what's going on around them, including Seven, including Bam. They give a fuck about what's going on around me because that's what matters to them. That shit never mattered to me because I just never give a fuck about that shit. Since the beginning of the shit, bro, I just love the game. And I know that I might be the best right now, but I'm gonna outwork your ass. And that's how I did. That's what I did to Seven. I just outworked them niggas. Everybody over there, I outworked everybody, and I just outmaneuvered them niggas. I've never been a better producer. For shit show, I'm fire as fuck, and I know that I'm coding a lot of niggas, but I just feel like I outwork everybody, bro. Them niggas not going out. No nigga on this planet is gonna outwork me, bro. I make 10 minutes a day, bro. They not fucking with me. And I was on that back then, before niggas had loops and shit like that, just to load up shit from scratch and doing that shit every day. Nigga, like, that shit pay off.
What's one of the artists, or mainstream artists, I should say, that you have worked with, or the first person you have worked with ever?
In the studio personally, or just had to play some with?
Placement. I mean, yeah, with I guess
Flyers are for, but fuck them people. Like them people Flyers and Big Gates and them niggas like that. Like Flyers from my. I had them hoes when I was in college. A song called Feet to the Ceiling or some shit like that. But like, I had signed some shit with Plies people, with Brother Big Gates when I was 19 or 20 or some shit. They had told me it was for an album. And you gotta think this time I ain't know shit about nothing. Shit from Sugar. Like, I ain't know nothing about nothing. And that's another thing I want to tell niggas all the time. Like, nigga, make sure that your business is just like, make sure you got a lawyer. Don't never be desperate enough to sign nothing. Take your time, look over the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? There's no rush on the shit. Nigga will really pressure you into signing some shit so they can get their roll off and get their ball rolled. And when it's like, there's no rush on this shit, nigga, fuck you. I'm gonna take my time, do the proper shit that I need to do. And I've avoided a lot of predatory contracts in my life. You know what I'm saying? From here and there. But at this time, how they presented it to me, it wasn't a contract. It was a producer agreement for an album that's supposed to come out. The album's called Purple Heart or some shit. And I was dead broke at the time. And nigga was like, it was like $3,500. I had like 3 songs on there. Just give me advance $3,500. Looking back, they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I get like 3 times that much for one track. You know what I'm saying? On the advance, not the whole picture, but just on the front end. So like, I'm thinking I'm signing that shit. The album never drops. I would never hear nothing from the niggas. And then like with everything, it's like 7-8 years down the road. Keep in mind, I went through this whole process by myself. Been homeless, been through shootouts, been through every kind of wild thing you can go through. Finally make it. I got, and like this after Key Streets came out, this Everything Lit out. I'm in Atlanta, and I get a call from people at TID talking about yeah, people that Big Gates record say that you signed with them. So like apparently I was signed. I had to fight this whole case, pay a whole bunch of money, and like that shit put a stall in my career. Like it fucked it, damn it took me out the game. I'm really like this past 2 years I've been coming back from it. I had to get these niggas 20 songs to do all kinds of shit to beat the contract. But it's just like and I always regretted this shit because what I do for a living, like a lot of people don't understand what I do, like especially with my family. They were like, what the fuck you doing making beats? Like they never understood that shit. So I never had nobody. The only person I could ever say in my career next to people that like showed me how to make beats and showed me how to get my sound together, that looked out for me like career wise and showed me how to do shit was T Ferris. Like, you know, only nigga I can say that really gave me game and showed me what not to do, showed me how to do things, and just really gave a fuck about my career. You know what I'm saying? Truly, like, you know, and like he the reason why I got the Lucci's and the shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? It's him. Like
you were signed to things to Gang Entertainment.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Yeah. So right. So like I said, with that right now, that's like I still do business with them. I still got publishing and stuff like that. But like even that deal right now is on hold because of the Big 8 situation that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But that shit's damn near over. But I still fuck with Fly. I talked to Fly 2-3 weeks ago. They just sent me some money like a month ago. You know what I'm saying? We still do business, still love. Like he really be Fly, another motherfucker that really be like, he even though the situation was fucked up, be like, bro, he's like, bro, you really an animal because most niggas will go through the shit you went through. Because I was fighting 2 cases at one time. I was getting sued for the Everyday We Lit for that song. Some wild shit had nothing. We beat the case.
Yeah, because I see that cracked the Billboard.
Yeah, so basically with that situation, P&B Rock RIP, damn shit crazy. P&B Rock, guess when his partners, some nigga named Rap Boy Cam, I guess they knew each other, and I guess he had a song called Everyday We Lit, but when we hear both songs, they sound nowhere near the same. And the nigga just happens to say Everyday We Lit, and the hook too. It's not the same cadence, it's the same beat. You gotta think, I made the beat in Houston. They recorded the song in New York. I wasn't even in the session. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the song I hate. I remember going to Atlanta and being in Fly's condo and him playing this song, and I hate the song. I was like, shit, cool, because I didn't know who the fuck P&B Rock. I thought it was corny. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a Texas nigga. You know, I'm like, this shit just repetitive. Is this cool? But I'm like, if you like it, I love it. And that's the first time I also seen how marketing goes. How you can, I'm not saying make somebody like a record, but when you push up in the right way, you see how something's properly broken. And then you see how this shit goes. You know what I'm saying? I done seen motherfuckers. I done played records that I had on my phone that I knew was gonna be a hit next year. I knew that whole thing was gonna be a hit. And I'm playing for a bitch or something. Or I'm playing for my partner. Like, man, that shit just alright. A year later, they singing this motherfucker, and don't even know why they singing this motherfucker. Like, it'd be funny how this shit really go. You know what I'm saying?
How does that make you feel?
I just be feeling like this shit like the WWE. Like, it's like sports. It's like, you know how motherfucker watch the game and be like, man, this shit rigged. It's like, you gotta take into account what's really going on. Like, these niggas is human beings. This nigga's tired over here. This thing might be over here. This is like, you don't never know what's going on. And some shit actually do be rigged. Like, it's like having a VIP pass be behind the scenes type shit. I know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. And I know it's like you're a consumer. And I
get it later.
Yeah, you'll get it later. And that's another thing I always been on. I really don't give a fuck about motherfucker opinion because I know that you're gonna get it later. You know what I'm saying? I know if I run this shit the right way, you'll get it later. That's how you become a trendsetter. You don't get caught up in what people like now. Because at the end of the day, this shit's suggestive. That's why there's so many genres. If everybody liked the same thing, it will only be one genre of music. There wouldn't be rap. You gotta think rap itself has like 40 genres within itself. You know what I'm saying? 40 subgenres. You got mumble rap, you got trap, you got West Coast, you got funk, you got G, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got so many, you got drill, you got Detroit, it's just so many raps within raps, you know what I'm saying? So this just tells you that music's suggestive, you know what I'm saying?
So on from there, so you work with Lucci, you get the hit, besides the legal stuff you're going through with that. But then like, so you start working with him only, or that's kind of open more doors?
Man, with the Lucci shit, how I met Lucci, my cousin Steven Jackson, T. Ferris was working on his album at the time, and that's how I met Steven Jackson. And one day he ended up following me because we just had good rapport or whatever. And my dad, like I said, my dad died when I was young. My dad played in the league in NFL for 5 years before he passed. And so like my dad was the first professional athlete in our family in general. You know, my cousin Steven Jackson played in the NBA. He was the professional athlete in his damn self. So I remember posting my daddy on Father's Day, and that nigga Stack was like, he DM'd me like, bro, that's your daddy? I'm like, yeah, he's like, that's my cousin. Like, and I had heard rumors back in the gap that this nigga might be my cousin, but I didn't want to meet this nigga and be instead of be like, you know he might be cousins while we working. Like, nigga, that's some weird shit. You know, if it happened, it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it happened like that. So I ended up Ferris put it together, booked my flight and shit. I ended up just started fucking with him in Atlanta. And I remember riding around with Stack 5 going to Blue Flame and shit like that. And they would put on Lucci. You know what I'm saying? Wonder Why would come on the radio. That was his first like big record with Schoolie and shit. And I was like, bro, like who the fuck is this? This nigga jamming. That's the thing I want to tell producers. Like, don't chase the big motherfuckers. Chase who got a buzz. Chase who's next. Not you got the motherfuckers you trying to fuck with. This shit's already insulated. They already got their producers. They already got their managers. They already got their A&Rs. There's so many channels that you got to go through to get them just a beat, just for them to listen to. And by the time you get there, they probably don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about who you know in this motherfucker. It's 10% talent and 90% business, because at some point the talent is capped off. Everybody cold. So now it's about who you know. You know what I'm saying? It's all about who you know. And that's really what goes in the producer. That's why what makes me like different from a lot of producers, because like a lot of motherfuckers, producers, they be scared. They be like just weird. They don't got charisma. They don't know how to talk to motherfuckers. They be so scared to get fucked over or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I ain't never been risk averse. I ain't never been scared to make a move or take a chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem networking or hitting the club. A lot of producers be introverts. They don't like, and they're reclusive. They don't really like people. Now I never been like that, so it's always worked to my favor. You know what I'm saying? So I heard Lucci shit, and I can't remember coming back to Houston and shit. And I told Ferris like, bro, I want to bring this nigga to Houston. And at the time, we was doing Takeover Tuesdays with Rap A Lot. Me and Allo, we had the LED DJ shit, and we would do Takeover Tuesdays every Tuesday. We run the sauce niggas out. Everybody that ran to Takeover Tuesdays at the time. It was a thing to do. Like kind of like how Big Cuz got his events, Ki got his events. We had those events. We was the people that was with that. Yeah. Besides my nigga Big Cuz, another Northside nigga producer doing this thing. But like we was the ones doing it at the time, and it was a big deal. So Ferris hit a bigger ranking. I remember I paid like of my own money. I paid like $3,500, and I booked everybody. I booked the shit with bigger ranking. So bigger ranking had a tour that he would do, and so what he did was he made one of his stops. Takeover Tuesday. So he brought Lucci, he brought Travis Porter, he brought Black Youngster at the time, and this is like before everybody knew who he is. I mean, Travis Porter still was, and this is so funny because at the time Travis Porter was the highest nigga that came through. So it was so funny. So during the mixer, everybody was on Travis Porter. So the whole time I'm in the back talking to Lucci like, hey bro, fuck with your sound, move to move. Hey, let's go to Be Live after this. I'll show you. So we go to Be Live. We go to the studio. We go to Bruce Banks' studio. I mix. We go there. And the whole time, Lucci like, bro, I want to meet Paul Wall. I'm a big Paul Wall fan. And I'm like, that's easy. Like, you know, between me and Ferris. So I called Paul Wall. Let Paul Wall come up. And the whole time, we go in the studio finally. And my nigga Roger Diego was there too. You know, so we had a song called Blue Cheese. It was doing a little thing in the club. And so we wanted Lucci on Blue Cheese. So Lucci the whole time, the second time I was a promoter. He didn't know I was a producer till we got into the actual studio. I started playing beats and playing the songs. Like, he's like, nigga, you made these beats? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro. He's like, nigga, I thought you was a promoter. I'm like, he's like, no, I'm a producer, bro. He's like, bro, okay, bet. So we had a relationship from then on out. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, I had went through a bunch of shit. I had got kicked out. Like, me and my bitch that fell out. She kicked me out the crib. I was sitting on my pot on the couch. So at this time, I had no clue that Key the Streets was doing what it was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time I'm sitting on my pot on the couch, I got a hit record out here that's really doing this thing. And I would go to the club every now and then, and I hear it get played, but it wasn't until I went to Oakland to go make a play, and I heard it in Oakland. Then I went to Detroit, and I heard it in Detroit. And I went to Atlanta, of course I heard it in Atlanta, but I went to all these places, and I heard it on the radio. Not on, like, you know, I'm like, this shit really a hit. And then somebody told me, like, bro, you don't know this is one of the biggest records in the city, right, in the country right now. I'm like, what the fuck? So I didn't know that until Fly and everybody called me, and at this time, Lucci wanted to sign me, but he wanted to sign me for $7,500, and like, me, I'm like, that's not a lot of money. Even sitting on my pot on the couch, I wasn't that desperate. I was like, bro, it's okay. So one of my other partners that came in town from Dallas, and he was like, hey, bro, I got this crib over here. My partner, my cousin finna move out. We can pick up the lease. You know, let's just go over here and just trap, you know, come up together. So we can went over there, and that's when everything just started taking off. That's when I made Every Day We Lit, and we was making money. But then the crib got shot up because we was just trapping too hard. You know, I guess for whatever reason, the crib got shot up. And I remember she was like yesterday, bro. She was like first 48. Like, it was just crazy. I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but I remember telling Lucci, man, them niggas are shot up the crib. Like, bitch, you supposed to be came to Atlanta, bro. It's a sign for you to come to Atlanta. I'm like, you right. So that's really the real reason why I went to Atlanta. My crib got shot up, and we didn't know where it came from. That type of shit was going on. So niggas was paranoid and all kind of shit. I was staying at my mama's house, and I'm like, I got money now. I got 2 hit records. I got plaques and shit. But I'm staying at my mama's house right now during all this shit. But I'm finna buy a house in Atlanta. So I ended up getting a house in Atlanta, moved to Atlanta, and then that's really what happened. That's this shit just started going from there. You know what I'm saying? Then when my bitch my baby mama got pregnant, I had kept the crib in Atlanta and this body crib in Houston, so I had 2 cribs. You know, so I was just going back and forth. Like from like 2017, 2018, I was going back and forth the whole time.
Back and forth, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And then me and Lucci fell out. We fell out really predominantly over egos. And I remember that nigga told me, I remember when we fell out, the nigga told me like, nigga, you a fan, you ain't go, cause he thought it was a fan based off of me bringing him to Atlanta and shit like that. And it's just gonna show you the egos. But really what it was is that he felt the way that I didn't sign with him, that I signed with TIG instead of him. And I didn't know that shit, but I started feeling this vibe. You know when a nigga start acting weird, you like, bro, this nigga vibe weird as a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck going on? And so he would never tell me like a man how he felt. You just do weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But this gay shit, you know, it is what it is. You know, still got to free him. I think he free. I don't know, but free my nigga. Still got love him to this day. But and at the same time, I feel like I did a lot of corny shit on my end. I was on those ends hard, and I feel like the way I move now with the move, I just don't speak on shit the way I used to. Or not speak on shit as in like by my son, but I just don't get the same energy I would give it. I would just go on the shit, seeing red, just popping shit, just popping off for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Just instead of just playing chess, you know what I'm saying? Just doing goofy shit. So like we both, I feel like we was in the wrong to a certain extent. But anyway, the nigga, I remember she came to the head, and the nigga was like, "You ain't gonna be shit. You just a fan. We'll do." And I was like, "Okay, bet." And then so we fell out, and it was really fuck them niggas, you know. So I was extra motivated. So that's when I remember I met Travis Scott in the club. He gave me his email. Boom, got Yosemite. And I don't know if it was God or something like that. And just the hits just started rolling in. It was like, I'm gonna show you, bitch ass nigga, that I ain't a fan. You know what I'm saying? To the point where nigga even had to come back and be like, I always knew you was that nigga. It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, nigga, you gotta say that, cause you know damn well if I wouldn't have did this shit, you'd have been somewhere talking shit. To the point where his brother, bitch ass nigga, his brother, I remember when we fell out, his brother gonna go on, and he made like a whole post about, yeah, nigga, you a clown, you ain't gonna never have the hit, woo. And it was so funny when he did all that shit, he had saw me, cause we had got into a little scuffle, like, I got into a scuffle with the YFN niggas. And, 1 deep versus all the niggas, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But we got into it or whatever, and, I remember niggas saying some shit, Pay had saw me, he was saying some shit to some other people, he came and dabbed me up, you know how nigga give you a fake dab?
Mm-hmm.
But he did that because he felt like he had got the one up. This at the time when the shit had just happened, so he felt like they on top of the world. Fast forward, nigga, we all at this mansion kicking it. He came and looking in my fucking eyes because it's like, nigga, I like dropped like 3-4 hits on your ass, and y'all ain't dropped the bitch ass thing over here. Y'all really done. I'm not saying y'all fell out, but y'all ain't doing the same thing y'all was doing when I was over there helping y'all out. Just keeping it in the book. I remember Lucci used to be like, bro, you know, I want to fuck with Metro Boom. And I'd be like, bitch, nigga, I'm the next Metro Boom. I'm like, what you? Yeah, I just been through so much weird shit with artists, with dick riding ass artists that just be like, I've been through it with Bam, I've been through it, you know, with Lucci and shit, and I've seen it, you know what I'm saying, where a nigga done slept on me when I'm the nigga that made the hits. So that's why to this day I really don't never get caught up in just following behind the artists. I just always do me. That's why I've been a free agent to this day, because I give a fuck about getting cool with the artist. I'm like a mercenary nigga. I'm gonna come in and get the hit. I'm out. I don't give a fuck about being cool with you, building with you. Like now I'm on some shit where I want to do whole tapes with motherfuckers though, like on some Metro shit, like where it's like I'm doing a whole project produced by me. I don't give a fuck about your project. If you're gonna work with me, I do your whole project, and that's it. Like, cause like, I just seen so many times where these niggas forget who helped them get to where they need to get to, and they get real weird, get real gay, and they say certain things because they be having the whole. I've seen this too many times. Like these niggas demise to be the yes men that be around them. You know what I'm saying? Cause he feed on the shit got thing. But the nigga went to jail. You ain't heard shit about no fucking YFN. You ain't heard shit. The nigga, I'm just saying, niggas was who they was, standing on their own suit. When the nigga got locked up, shit should kept rolling. When this nigga Young Dog died, Key Glock still rolling. Key Glock ain't fall off. I'm just saying, you just know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I've seen niggas dick ride and with my own 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just be funny, bro.
But do you think like the consumer is the reason why like the producers don't get the credit and or say the credit? Not say the credit, but the artists get big headed as if like, oh, they're the reason why this
here's the thing, looking back, bro. Cause the reason why me and Lucci fell out, cause I felt like I wasn't getting enough credit for shit. But looking back, I had to look, and this is just me checking myself being an adult. I was like, bro, I didn't sign with Lucci, I signed with TIG. So the shit I'm mad about Lucci for, that ain't his fucking job. That's a label job. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm mad about not being at this award show or not getting enough push a promo at Lucci. But it's just like the nigga, he did everything he really could do in his capacity as far as what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, now could he have done more? For sure. Anybody can do more than what they can't, what they want to do. But we made a hit record together. You know what I'm saying? He put me in a position where I could get signed and do shit like that. He ain't had to rap on them beats. He had to give me them features. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate him for that shit. So it's like, looking back as a older, you know, more mature, it's like, I should have been more mad at T.I.G. than I should have been mad at him. So it's not the consumer. It's not the artist. I feel like it's great when the artist does acknowledge it, but at the end of the day, it's on the label that you sign with, or the people that you sign with, or even your management to be the one that conveys and expounds upon you as a producer. That's on them. It ain't on nobody but you and your team or who you sign to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I advise motherfuckers to really, if you do sign to something, that's why I signed T.I.G. because I didn't want to get caught up in, because at that time, during that whole week, it was like, look, October 2016, it was like a whole week when I was in lounge getting courted by hella labels. It was Warner, Epic, and the thing about it was so funny is that they were offering me 3 times the amount of money that T.I.G. was offering me. And I come from street shit and just the family shit, so I'm like, I'd rather take a cut and build with Lucci, because I feel like we're going to make more money because we got something going on. We got a chemistry, and come up with T.I.G. because they don't got no producer over here. If I sign with Sony, they got 20 producers over here. They got, you know what I'm saying? It's just whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying? I thought I'd get more focus and more attention, but I had to understand that not a lot of labels know how to manage a producer or care a producer. And not a lot of time. You got to think, them people didn't know that I was going to become who I was going to become. You got to think about that. Them niggas didn't know I was going to make the Yosemite's and work with Drake and do all these things. They just thought, okay, this nigga from Houston makes shit. I'm just saying.
Drake, Wayne,
but I'm just saying though, like they didn't know that at the time. You got to think you got to think if you want to take it there. If you lay accolades down, I got more shit than Lucci. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? In respective lanes, I'm bigger than Lucci in that sense. As far as producer to artist, come on now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nothing that nigga got going. The nigga's a fucking star for sure. But I'm just saying, like, next to him at the label, I was the next biggest thing at T.I.G. Like, who else they had over there besides me and Lucci? You know what I'm saying? Look, Rich Quan was already gone at the time, and so was Trinidad James, and you know what I'm saying? And at the time, when we both started at the same time, I was kicking that nigga Lucci ass. Nigga, like, he wasn't fucking with Yosemite, nigga. Like, he wasn't doing those numbers, nigga. He wasn't, bro. Like, the nigga's biggest records today are my records that I produced for him. It's all love, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it just is what it is.
Yeah, the credit. Yeah.
He's just like, I've been slept on so long that I be used to it. That's why I don't say nothing when I walk into a room, because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody but myself.
You know, I mean,
the work on the beast speaks for themselves, bro. It is, and they always do. They always do.
So out of all the artists and all the people that you work with in studio, who was the I guess the easiest to work with? Was just like the chemistry was there besides Lucci? I know you talk about how y'all started off with.
I mean, with Lucci, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nothing that me and Lucci did in the studio. Only song that I feel like we ever did in the studio that came out, and he even did that shit in front of me. Like, none of the songs that me and Lucci got, we did together in the studio. Everything was emailed. Keep that 100. Cause the nigga recording process is just really slow. Like the niggas be doing, I don't know. It just.
But besides him, I mean.
Shit. 2 Chainz. That nigga cold, fast, Future, hard. Damn. Really them 2, Quan cold.
Who was the hardest to work with? If you could say, like, I don't want to get you no trouble.
The artists to work with?
Well, like, was like, not say hard, but kind of difficult. Maybe because like they didn't like the beats, change this, do this. Hey, I like it.
It wasn't even a rapper. It was like, I was doing some pop shit.
Oh, okay.
Plus some people from Germany, and it was like, everything was bad. They wanted me to work it. It was a session at like 12 in the afternoon. Then with that pop shit, we sounded real simple, but they wanted to change every little detail to everything. It was like, bro, this shit's, you know what I'm saying? So like, I can't really say no rapper was difficult, not at all, because I just know that I know the rap shit down to the science. That shit, I literally every session I go to, I've been prepared for. I pull up. Like I'm gonna make sure I know what type of sounds thing on. I'm gonna have a pack ready. I'm going that bitch prepared. So when I play space bar, it's gonna be a rap. I'm not gonna go on that bitch unprepared, have niggas talking about next. I ain't feeling that. I'm not wasting no time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't love those situations.
So what makes a complete producer? To be like a complete like this? Oh yeah.
I'm still not a complete producer. You know, I hate recording, but I feel like a complete producer is somebody that that can create something from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like say you got an idea, I can bring that shit to life. I feel like that's your main, whether in any way possible, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some producers that's good at songwriting, there's some producers that's good at recording, but at the totality of it all, it's like, I feel like if you know how to write a song or at least help assist in coming up with the ideas, you know what I'm saying? And even sometimes, even with your beat, you gotta be the motherfucker to be like, hey, you might not, this beat might be jamming to you, but you might not understand how to ride this shit. You might understand the concept that I had when I made this motherfucker. Because every time I make a beat, I rap when I'm making the beat. So I know how this shit gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Even that's how I structure my shit. If I can rap with this motherfucker straight through, I know it's cool. So I feel like a complete producer is somebody that knows how to create something from scratch that, you know, get your idea across, you know what I'm saying? Knows how to make 5 beats, good work ethic, can record. And if you can't record, you know how to facilitate the need to record. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do it, you got an engineer on your team. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I have a team. I got engineers. I got a writer. I got instrumentalists. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only producer. It was a point in time where I did have producers around me that made beats too, but then it's like having the same nigga, same position player on the same team. We all play the same position. It's not going. It don't work. We all, you know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense. I need
every move apart.
Exactly, bro. So like, you know, I don't fuck with other producers and shit like that. I might collab with a nigga like that. As far as me signing another nigga that do what I do, nah, fuck no. You know, point in it. I literally looked out for so many producers. I got a lot of kids out here. You know, a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying?
The car has one lap on that one.
They got a lot of kids. It's facts, though.
So you can hear your sound from other producers.
My influence, my sound, and everything. You gotta think like, I was one of the first niggas on the scene that made the shit on the laptop and made shit on the laptop without a keyboard. I can make shit without hearing it, bro. I can make a beat in 5 minutes without hearing it. Like, I'm really him at this shit. Like, for real, and it's not me talking shit. It's confirmed at this point. Like, it's not even like the game. Like, it's just what it is at this point. It's just muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? But like, I done showed niggas a way, and I know that it's proven to put because every nigga I done touched them and gave game to, they done elevated their game to the next level. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts. It ain't no lies.
So, I have a question. It's a question I've been asked before though. It's on the artist side. Paying for features. How do you feel about this? Like, an artist paying for a feature. Say, an artist trying to come up. You know, he had a little buzz, not just too much, and he wants to take his next step over the top. He's made of that feature. Have you seen that Have you seen that work out for them?
It's all about marketing. You can pay for a feature, but if you don't have the marketing behind pushing the feature, that's all it really is. And it's not the motherfucker who you pay the feature's job to push your record. It's their job to just do the feature or show up for the video shoot. It's not their job to run it. It's your job to have a whole plan in place. The motherfuckers will feel like just because I got a feature that this shit's gonna go viral and I don't got to do no leg work, no footwork, no internet work, no nothing, and it's supposed to blow up. And some shit else happen like that. And I'm not knocking that, but 9 times out of 10 it don't happen like that. And I just don't understand why people don't understand that the best way to do the shit, like, yeah, the internet is a hell of a tool, right? But there's nothing ever wrong with footwork. And if you know how to do both, you can be a fucking animal. Why not do both? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why niggas be like, I'm just gonna be on the internet or I'm just gonna be in the streets. It's like, do both, bitch. And if you can't do this one, find somebody that does that and come together and make more money. And everybody be so stingy nowadays for no reason, like they don't print money up every day. It just be weird. I don't know. But it was weird.
Do you think, as far as yourself, like I say, yeah, went to Atlanta, and then Atlanta kind of got you, not say got you going, but kind of gave you that extra, you know, push.
Man, it really didn't, bro. Like, I already had that push. I only went to Atlanta because my shit got shut up.
Well, yeah,
but I didn't feel like I really didn't give a fuck about staying in Atlanta. Like, I'm kidding, but like, I didn't go to Atlanta. Like, I want niggas to understand this shit. I did not go to Atlanta to find myself or blow up bigger. Like, you gotta think. High key, bro. Every place around the got, even to put a date on this shit, like, I got the show I was in Houston. Because I was already that nigga by then. You got to think, I already had made my name, so I already was, I was always taking trips, but I always would come back home. I moved to Atlanta because we just wanted to move to Atlanta because the shit went down, and we was just trying to do something new. And, you know, everybody who around me advised me to move to Atlanta. It was just time. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you got to think, it had the best studios. It just made sense at the time. But, like, I didn't go to Atlanta because, you know, I wanted to blow up more. It's just that's just what happened. Because you got to think, I already had Everyday Lit and Keep the Streets where I was living in Houston. Yosemite came out when I was living in Houston. You remember I said I had a crib in Atlanta still, but I was still, my baby had been born, so I really was going to Atlanta maybe every 3 or 4 months. During 2018, I was in Atlanta maybe 3 or 4 times. I didn't go to Atlanta all the time. I was in Houston all the time. My biggest records I made when I was chilling at the crib. You know what I'm saying? But like, fast forward, when me and my baby mama broke up and all kind of shit, you know, this life was life and this shit. I moved to Atlanta permanently, and then she just kept going. You know what I'm saying? But like, when it comes to Atlanta, like, I fuck with Atlanta. I feel like, and it's not me being biased, I feel like it's not fucking with Houston. I just don't feel like it is. Like,
that's what I'm gonna ask you.
But the thing that Atlanta has on us that we don't have is infrastructure and just proper business. Like, they just do business way better than us, and they don't get big headed too quickly. And that's the reason why I did go to Atlanta, because I wasn't challenged out here. It just wasn't. Like, creatively, I wasn't. When I went out there, I learned how to do so many other things just by being motivated and being competitive and meeting other producers that were just better than me. You know what I'm saying?
So why is that? Like, why wasn't, well, like, it was just, you just feel like you were ahead of the other producers out here? Like,
out here?
slow,
Yeah, I mean,
this?
everything. Niggas is slow. It's not, there's no disrespect. It's just, it just is what it is. These niggas is slow and they just know what they know, and it is what it is. It's feel like that right now. It's the same. Ain't shit changed, just a different sound. Everybody out here still slow because they ain't seen shit, and they don't. And then like I said, niggas get comfortable. You can, like I said, you can be slow out here and make money. Yeah, but I mean slow. I mean like you cannot be hip to all the nuances and all the elements that you can really have to really be something really bigger than just Texas or bigger regionally. You can, like I said, this is the second biggest state in the country. You know what I'm saying? It's number 2 in both, I think, population and size-wise, right? I don't know, right? But I'm just saying, like, you can make a million here and never leave, bro, and be comfortable with that shit. But even the motherfuckers who do, like, you got the motherfuckers that we dick ride, that we pay homage to this day, like Slick Thugs and Paul Walls, and Mike Jones, them niggas made it nationally, though. They seen other shit. You see what I'm trying to say? Even Pimp C saw other shit. You know what I'm saying? Bun B saw other shit. And that's why we praise them niggas to this day. So I'm saying, I'm about to say that niggas out here don't move around, but I don't know. And then this be more honest, bro. Niggas are so be talented enough. As far as just the bar that is the rap game, and again, shit is suggestive.
Give me your top 5 Houston rappers right now.
Number 1, Lil Kiki.
No, okay.
So right now,
no, give me your over. Give me your
I don't got none. Who?
You don't like the Young Owls or the
Oh, I love them to death.
But the music is just not resonating. It's not really. You got Salt Walker. He on a hell of a movement right now.
He always had a movement though.
But I mean, now you see him
back
more on the forefront. You see him really kind of putting on.
Yeah.
So
I feel like, as far as now,
yeah, give me
number 1 will definitely be Sauce.
Okay.
For sure.
You can't give me 5. Give me 3. If it's that, yeah, can't give me 5. Give me 3.
Here's the thing. What are we talking about? Are we talking about movement? Are we talking about numbers? Are we talking about actual good music? Because a lot of these music fucking sucks, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck, dog. This nigga's music suck, bro. This should be doing numbers, bro.
The whole pack.
The nigga who got the whole package is Walk. Walk is different. Got a movement. He be spitting. He has capacity to make other hits. He has a personality. He has a whole brand. He's number 1. And then after that, it's just like, I fuck with Lil Jeremy. He cool. But I feel like Lil Jeremy need a hit. Like, and that's why I get to. And that's the thing that they killing about where we from is that nigga might have the image but don't got the hit, or he might have the hit don't got the image. It's never both. And the reason being because this nigga over here making too much money in the streets and already look like it, so he don't give a fuck about making good music. And this nigga over here, he just give a fuck about making good music and don't give a fuck about his image. It's just like, it's always some bullshit.
Either or.
And that's what I mean by niggas out here are slow, not realizing that I need to go on the internet, I need to do my research. If I really want to be a fucking artist, that's why it's called an artist, my nigga. Because you're an artist. You're creating something. You're creating art. So when you create art, you need to learn the nuances of creating art. Study. You gotta do. That's what I'm saying. Walker's a student of the game. He knows about the Pimp C's and the SUCs. That's why they can bust a freestyle and have everybody going crazy. You can be like, he could go against J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a student of the fucking game. But how many other niggas is like that? Come on, bro. Why is it not?
I can name one more. I can name one more.
Who? Exactly.
Metro T.
Yeah, it's cool for sure.
Package.
Yeah, but see how the niggas is 8 years apart. I'm just saying, like, look at that gap, bro. Look how we went from Sauce Walker to Mexican OT, bro. Sauce Walker came out on the scene, what, 2015, bro? These 2016, right? It's 2024. That was 8 years ago, bro. I'm just saying, like, why are there not more of those? And like I said, with them niggas, they get the game. This nigga Sauce Walker's a fucking genius, nigga. If you really get to know this nigga, that nigga's a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? And Mexican OT, I don't know, I never met him before, but I can just,
me neither.
but I can say, looking in from the outside looking in, he knows nuances, as far as image wise, as far as branding wise, as far as flow, as far as everything. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like after that, what do you want far as after that? Because like I said, I have the utmost respect for anybody who makes a living off this music shit, whether it's high or low, A, B, C, D artists. If you can make a living off the shit, feed your kids, keep the lights on, take care of your business, off your craft, and off your passion, number of respect on any level, right? But it's also about, like I said, when we was talking behind the scenes, how much do you want? How far do you want to take it? You know what I'm saying? And I really think it's cat when motherfuckers be like, fuck a Grammy or fuck getting a platinum plaque or whatever. Because then, like I told Brody, I said, nobody plays basketball as a young nigga and says, oh, I just want to go to the league and make some money. No, everybody wants to be that nigga, wants MVP, wants to get the championship. If a nigga tell you that he didn't want that shit, that's cap. It's just when you get there, you have been battle tested, worn the hell out. You might have seen some shit that got you scarred. You cool with your money. Man, fuck going for the gusto. I'm cool with my little 40 million. I'm cool. I'm that nigga already. I get love over here. I'm comfortable. But a nigga like me ain't never been comfortable to the point where I done sacrificed a motherfucker giving a fuck about me being that nigga. I done had runs. I done had ups and downs and runs because I don't give a fuck about a nigga giving. And niggas be like, man, why you don't pop up out here? Because it's the same motherfucker that was doing this shit 10 years ago. They just clubs just named different shit. It's the same club. It's just different names. Same promoters. Same shit. Same DJs. Everything. I'm not missing a bitch ass thing, bro. And the thing about me, I know how to go. You got to do this shit chiefly. I'm only gonna step out when it makes sense. And I got records to push. And I'm trying to really make a move. When I'm trying to do some networking. But other than that, you just gonna have to go out. That's dry humbug. That's bullshit. But as far as like the top 3 artists, I say, damn, bro.
Package.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, motherfucking Wall OT. I think Fastlane can be. I feel like Fastlane can be special though. I feel like Fastlane can be big if he just like. And me and him working, I'm not trying to be biased, but like he got something that the other 2 niggas I named don't got. He got a special kind of flow, and a special type of sound that can really take all like Trill Fam did back in the day. And we watched that shit the right. He did this shit the right way. Fastlane, and the thing about Fastlane, other than the other 2 niggas I named, Fastlane make hits. Walker spit for sure, but I ain't heard it hit in a minute, bro. I mean, y'all know what I mean by hit. That's what I mean. I'm not saying this nigga don't make records and then he ain't fired. He don't sell. He don't do numbers. I'm just talking about hits. We ain't heard no real hit Sauce Walker record. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I bring this up when I fuck with niggas. I want to make it a hit. I don't give a fuck about making the album. Yeah. Like if you fuck with me, come to get you a hit, bro. Other than that, hit fuck on.
You hear that?
Yeah. So, Fastlane. Got the female in that. Candyman, I think Candyman straight. She got a cool little deal. Then I put Lil Jeremy number 5. I mean, D-Baby too, right? But I feel like I don't like his music though. I mean, I'm not knocking that nigga. I think he dope. I respect his hustle and his grind. Like I said earlier, anybody who make him living off their shit, I just feel like
it's music for certain people. It's music.
Yeah, I feel like, and not just that. Like I say, for me in my world, like I said, this shit's suggestive. I'm not in pain. I done heard that shit so many times. I done heard that style and that music so many times that you got to think that shit all be the same key. It be the same shit. So it's just.
What's crazy that you said that is.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
No, you're not. But what I hear, a lot of people say it about Ro. Well, I don't listen to Ro because he talk about pain.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, so you agree too?
Quick, about Zero?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't listening to Zero in a minute, bro. I'm not knocking Zero, but if I had to choose between Zero or D-Baby, I'd put Zero over D-Baby. Yeah, I think Zero make his own beats and shit. Like, Zero is a dog, bro. Zero, that's what I'm saying. D-Baby don't got no damn, what's the shit, the solo I bang all in my trunk. He can't put, I ain't never hopped in the whip with nobody, even my son, and heard niggas say, put on some D-Baby. I'm not knocking that shit. I'm just saying, let's be 100 though. Like, let's see what's going on out here. Like, I'm not
making songs and ain't making
hits. But I'm saying, but I know at the same time that nigga do numbers on YouTube. Nigga be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody watching, somebody fuck with it. It's just not my shit. If I'm not pressed. I don't give a fuck. Like I respect it and I love seeing the nigga get money off his craft, bill taking his mama and his family and shit like that. But I don't give a fuck. That's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
Is there an artist in Houston that you were like, you know what?
I'm just looking for new motherfuckers right now.
Yeah.
I was talking about nothing. Like right now, like I said. Like I'm working with Lane real heavy. Well, we ain't gonna cap the ad like we've been working like past couple months. Like, but we like since I've been back home, I'm working in the most out of any other artists. everybody else really ain't pressed because, like I said, like I left, came back. It's just the same shit. It really ain't nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's like if I'm gonna work out here, I'm not gonna charge you. I can't. And I'm not that. I'm not saying I'm money hungry, but at the same time, I'm at a point in my life where I know my work, bro. I'm not finna just be out here working with niggas unless I feel like working with niggas. Like I said earlier, unless I'm doing the whole project, ain't no sense for me to just come over and trying to jump on your album. I don't give a fuck. Then not just that, but even take a step further. Like think about other producers trying to come up. They need them places more than I do. I'm just saying, like, think about the whole culture, the bigger picture, right? Like, I'm not finna do no shit like that. Like, I'd rather just work on what I'm passionate behind doing. Like, I give my partner, like, I got shit called the Hit Cartel, where it's like producers, writers, shit, got my whole little team and shit. So like, I found this little female artist and trying to like groom and just trying to with. She's the best. We gonna write all her shit, we gonna do our real, but like, she got this fire ass voice that just, if we do this shit right, this bitch could be like the next whatever, like B King, Sexy Red, like club shit. I like making clubs. I like acting less of my passion. Cause like I think with the street shit just come with too many other problems. It just come with too much of the bullshit, bro. That got nothing to do with music, bro. Yeah, I think smell it.
Is the money better with the club is? Of course.
Always. Man, you get to deal with bitches, bottles, bread, street shit. Niggas shooting dice, sipping lean, gambling. Like you pick. Yeah, let's be one. We all been around the street. There be no hoes around. It be 20 niggas in the studio, no hoes. And if it's a couple hoes, it's somebody else's hoes. And you better not look at that bitch. And then somebody gonna feel the way. Somebody be tender over that bitch. I'm just saying, I like being around pussy. I like being around like when I do studio sessions, bro, it'll be me and my niggas and hoes. It'll be me and my niggas and my niggas. And my niggas that's there, they serve a purpose. This nigga right. This nigga gonna roll every blunt. This motherfucker. This nigga gonna bring the drink. Like it makes sense. And everybody's strapped. It's not gonna be no just. I'm not strapped. They strapped. Cause I'm the. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna be around niggas got shit to lose, bro. Not motherfuckers don't got nothing to lose, bro. Especially when you got shit going for yourself. It's just like I've been there already, bro. I've been in the session when it be 80 niggas and we 80 deep in this bitch for no reason. Just cause we in this bitch. There's only 2 niggas working on music. I like to get shit done, bro. So it ain't never just been my thing.
So I just somewhere that's an uncover artist to work that, man. So as far as
I'm just looking for new talent right now, period though. Like just new talent. It's a nigga out of Beaumont I found. He a young nigga named Jahia. He cold. He on that like teaser touchdown down Tyler top of lane.
See, okay. See,
that's where the bread at.
Shout out, teaser touchdown. I say shout out. Yeah, my boy Miko, man, put me on a while ago, man. And before he kind of got to where he was at, like, yeah, that boy tough. He from Beaumont.
Yeah.
Like that boy tough, and you know, he got his way he at, man. Yeah, it's good to see where he at now. Like he went a different route on a different level.
There's only 2 routes you can go: that route or the other route. But with this type of music, he had to go that route. Yeah. Could you really see?
But he still give you that too, though.
I feel you, but he probably gave niggas that was like, this ain't gonna get me to the next level. This is just cool around here, Beaumont and Houston. I'm guarantee you, niggas would not have been fuck with a nigga who would have went to the channels that niggas have to go through around here. You have to take different routes, bro. When you're a different type of artist, bro. Like I said, if you want the streets, for shit show play the game. Like for shit show play the street politic game. Me and my partners call it street propaganda. When you gotta fuck with certain promoters and the certain DJs out here. You know, from certain people. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. That's how it is in the majority of every city. Is a certain channel you gotta go through. But at the same time, what I noticed out here too is that it's all about how you move though and how you play the game too. Like you know what I'm saying? The people go for shit show want to do business and move around with you, but if you hold your nuts in certain ways and you make yourself as self-sufficient as possible, it don't really be as bad as you think it is. It's just really about them just giving you, paying homage and a blessing. It's like, at the end of the day, you're from here. It's supposed to be like they supposed to embrace you and show you something because you ain't never seen it before. So I respect what goes down and I respect the culture and how shit runs out here, but it's never stopped nobody from doing their thing though. Like them niggas ain't stopped walk from doing this thing or Lane or anybody type of artist. So when the people say that that's the reason why shit ain't is real, it's like I don't believe that. I just don't see it because they don't. I've never seen the people. And you know what I'm talking about. Stop people from doing anything out here. It was always people that wasn't from here that had to deal with some shit. You know what I'm trying to say? I never seen them press a Jeremy or press Walk or press Lane or press Ken or press an artist from out here. It'd be like kind of like niggas who bleach that shit to me kind of be like DJs or like like people like that. It don't be them people. They be stepping on. If anything, they probably just want to come make some money with you. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I never seen that shit before. Like I just don't see it. I just feel like they see something when they see something going on that makes sense. They just want to put their blessing on it and they put their sprinkle on it, and you can choose to get down or lay down. That's how I feel about it. But I don't feel that. I don't see them. They not stopping these other niggas' growth. It's all about them niggas. I just don't see it. And if y'all see it, tell me something. But I never seen them niggas press none of these niggas from the crib. I've only seen niggas press niggas that wasn't from the crib.
Do you think it's easier to work with younger or older artists?
Younger.
Younger.
Because they're not stuck in their ways. They're still learning. They're still searching. And they brain ain't fully developed yet, so they always been. All the can't teach told out new tricks, man. It just is what it is.
Appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Yeah, for some. But
M.S.P, man. June James, man. June the motherfucking genius, man. Appreciate you, man, stepping through. M.S.P, Sports and Politics.